Students and staff of Nuhu Bamali Polytechnic in Zaria, Kaduna State, who were kidnapped from the institution about a month ago by bandits, have regained freedom. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories now. At number 10, the federal government announced yesterday that airline operators in the country must refund the full cost of travel tickets to passengers after a 2-hour delay of their flights. The Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, stated this during the weekly ministerial press briefing organized by the Presidential Communication Team at the Presidential Villa in Abuja. The minister noted that debts owed by airlines in the country to federal agencies had risen to about 37 billion naira and therefore vowed to recover every kobo of it. Sirika also read some of the rights of aviation passengers at the briefing and charged them to demand their rights whenever they were trampled upon by airlines. At number 9, the Corps Marshal of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Bobove Oyeyemi, has ordered the commencement of computer-based tests for fresh applicants of the National Driver's License. This was contained in a statement released on Thursday by the FRSC Public Relations Officer, BC Kazim, titled Creating a Safer Road Use Culture and Enhancing the Integrity of the National Driver's License. FRSC commences computer-based tests for applicants. The statement noted that the introduction of the computer-based test is to ensure conformity with globally acceptable standards on driver's training and the urgent need to tackle high level of road traffic crashes occurring as a result of human factors, since these factors contribute more than 75% of road traffic crashes in Nigeria. At number 8, President Muhammadu Buhari's administration has promised that Nigerian soldiers critically injured in gun battles with bandits will be flown abroad for plastic surgery. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, disclosed this on Thursday when he visited wounded soldiers at the 44 Nigerian Army Reference Hospital in Kaduna State. Yahaya reiterated the Nigerian Army's commitment to prompt and adequate attention to the medical needs of wounded troops. The Director of Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Oyeyemi, disclosed this in a statement. Nwachukwu quoted the Chief of Army Staff as saying the federal government had concluded arrangements for soldiers that required medical treatment, especially those in need of plastic surgery and prosthetics, to be flown abroad. At number 7, the federal government has said it will soon establish an aerospace university to address the challenges of qualified and specialized manpower in the country's aviation sector. Hadi Sirika, the Minister of Aviation, made this known on Thursday at the weekly ministerial press briefing organized by the Presidential Communication Team, led by the President's spokesman, Femi Adesina. According to Sirika, the university would be world-class and would collaborate with some famous institutions. He expressed optimism that the university, when operational, would boost activities as well as produce the needed manpower in the aviation sector. At number 6, the governor of Akwa Ibom State, Udom Emmanuel, has banned school children older than the age of 12 years from being admitted into secondary schools in the state. The directive was contained in a statement by the State's Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Emmanuel, at the end of the State Executive Council meeting in Oyo, the state capital. The commissioner said the ban is a move to curb cultism and mass recruitment of overage students in the state. Emmanuel said, however, any student above this age with a genuine reason will have their parents sign an undertaking of good behavior before their admission. At number 5, Burkina Faso has made moves to install 900 video cameras in 2 cities under a Chinese-funded surveillance system. Burkina Faso is battling a jihadist insurgency that has claimed more than 1,500 lives. The country's Minister of Security, Maxime Kone, said at the launch of the project that the Smart Burkina system is being installed at 220 locations in the capital and 80 other locations. The Prime Minister, Christopher Debarros, said the scheme would give the security forces the means to be able to detect crime areas and follow delinquents. At number 4, bandits have attacked 5 communities in Maradun local government area of Zamfara State, killing 42 persons. The 5 communities in Faru district were attacked on Thursday evening. An indigene of the area identified as Malambuba Faru said the bandits, who were riding on over 100 motorcycles, stormed the communities, shooting indiscriminately at people. The bandits were also said to have set houses and foodstuffs on fire. Faru also told newsmen that the armed men attacked farmers who were in their farmlands cultivating their crops, and that so far 42 dead bodies have been recovered by security and volunteer groups in the area. According to Buba, the bodies would be buried on Friday according to Islamic rites. At number 3, operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have arrested a 90-year-old man, Yusuf Yakadir, for selling drugs to youths in his village, Yakadir village, in Rimi local government area of Katsina State. This was revealed in a statement released on Friday, July 9, 2021 by the NDLEA Director of Media and Advocacy, Femi Babafemi. During interrogation, Yakadir confessed that he has been selling cannabis sativa to the youth in his community for 8 years due to the high demand for the illegal substance. The nonagenarian, who did not disclose his source of supply, however, said his arrest on Wednesday, July 7, 2021 would now make him stop the business, having tried to stop the illicit trade in the past without success. Also, in Ondo State, narcotic officers of the agency arrested 2 teenage siblings along with other suspects for dealing in assorted illicit drugs in the state capital on Monday, July 5, 2021. The teenagers, Oyeyemi Sunday and his sister, Oyeyemi Amaka, were arrested in Car Street area of Akure with 1.894 kilograms of tramadol, while 23-year-old Kazim Oluyede was arrested in Eroba area of the capital city with 300 grams of cannabis and 3 grams of methamphetamine. At number 2, the ECOWAS Court of Justice in Abuja has ordered the federal government to pay journalist Akwa the sum of 30 million naira as compensation for the ill treatment and torture meted out to him while in detention in Cross River State. In a judgment, the court said Akwa was arrested and chained to a deep freezer for about 34 days without being charged to court, brutalized and dehumanized. This action taken on Jalingo's behalf by Serap seeks from this court reparation for inhuman treatment and torture meted out to him. We have looked at the evidence before us. There was no answer as to the fact that Jalingo was arrested and illegally detained, brutalized and dehumanized. For these reasons, on the claims of compensation for ill treatment and torture, Serap has been able to establish the claims. We condemn the Nigerian government for this act and hereby award compensation of 30 million naira to Mr. Jalingo for violations of his human rights. The Nigerian government must comply with the order of the court within 3 months and file a process to this court to this effect. Recall that Jalingo, who is the publisher of Cross River Watch, was arrested on August 22, 2019 over a report alleging that Cross River State Governor Ben Ayade diverted 500 million naira belonging to the state. Finally, at number 1, students and staff of Nuhu Bamali Polytechnic in Zaria, Kaduna State, who were kidnapped from the institution about a month ago by bandits, have regained freedom. The public relations officer of the Polytechnic, Abdullahi Shehu, made this known on Friday in an interview with Channels Television. Shehu said the victims regained their freedom after a negotiation between their parents and the bandits. The Polytechnic's PRO, however, failed to mention if ransom was paid to secure the release of the victims. Recall that on the night of Thursday, June 10, 2021, bandits attacked the institution and abducted the students and staff, while 1 student was killed. The Kaduna State government had confirmed the next day that 1 student was killed, 1 was injured, while 8 students and 2 lecturers were kidnapped when the bandits struck. Always remember to wear your mask, wash your hands and stay safe. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.